shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Got an open man, it's Ratley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. Two nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Throwing now, Jackson on first down. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
A gain of
23 yards, the final tally.
Baltimore first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Kaepernick now on first down. Going up top for Kupp. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. He has just been a low
number, because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
They'll roll him out right. He'll try and run it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
2 yards the loss, second and 12. Second and 12.
At the 35-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. They set up the Robbins. Give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
No gain on the play.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
At the Jaguars' 3-yard line.
Jackson now. He'll buy some time right. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jackson throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Ravens have taken the lead.
The point is good.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good, and that makes the score 14-7.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Kaepernick again here on 2nd and 10. Going up top for Kupp. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Again, it's Kaepernick. They try to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. First quarter, and now he already...
The guard is being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 20.
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Westbrook now on the return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but...
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Yannick Ngakoue make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Kaepernick now on 3rd and goal. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
This time, Jackson will throw it. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Justin Tucker lining up for the...
So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On 1st down, Kaepernick. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Jackson from the shotgun. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Kaepernick to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Out of the end zone.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. The kick by Lambeau is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Back to the air on second down. It's Kaepernick. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throwing interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held at the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Steps away. And that's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-round pick, D.J. Hayden. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They'll fire one deep for Westbrook. They got his man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 36 yards on the play.
36 yards. And a Jaguar first down.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. He's got it complete to Thompson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 24. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Being chased out left. And it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 23. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
23-yard line.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And they'll get this down to the 10. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
They get this out left, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Ravens 27, Jaguars 13. Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now Kaepernick. Flush to his right. Going deep for Eifert. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for 28 yards. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Kaepernick now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down at the 10. And the return will stop right around the 25. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
He's going deep for Brown and unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I see what they were trying to do there, trying to find some dead space in the middle of the field and take their shot right there. A really good idea, but it winds up incomplete.
And here comes Westbrook. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10.
33-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Going up top for Kupp. And now here is another interception. T.J. Green with a pick. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at about the 32. After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
That's good.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. 68 yards.
Goal at the 1-yard line.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line.
Ball carrier.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
On the play. 2nd and goal. at the 4-yard line.
Second down and goal. Jackson, the quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Again, Jackson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And goal.
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Ravens 34, Jaguars 13. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we can.
He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit.
The Jaguars will...
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
3 at the 29-yard line.
Here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's going, and this will be caught at the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Jackson going to run. Off the option, that's complete. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Ravens 42. Jaguars.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down, Jaguars.
To throw, Kaepernick. That one complete. He finds Shark.
Who wants them?
Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars get a score closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Oh, did the Jags get this? Yes, Jags football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been...
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Patrick Queen
in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. Here's Kaepernick. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final score, Ravens 42.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.